All right, you guys, about ready to get it started a little bit early? Can you guys hear me now? You should be able to. There we go. Now you guys should be able to hear me all right. How is everybody tonight? Well, I can hear myself. Can you guys hear me? That's what I was asking, I guess. But it shows that I'm working okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on getting some music behind that scene before I get started while I'm setting up. Good catch, Frank. Hey, let's see who all's in here since I started. Kyle, Frank, Heat Seeker Bus, if you're still here, hello, how you doing? Kyle Anderson, see, Old Man, Ray Z, Kalen Strain, Old Man, and from Zero to Homestead, everyone, welcome. You got your popsicles, old man? How is everybody tonight? It's getting kind of cold here where I live. What's the temperature like around the globe here? I've got 46 degrees and clear skies. How about you guys? Are you guys hearing me okay? I don't see anything move. Oh, I see what happened here. $75, that's in Florida, right, Kyle? Is that northern Florida or southern Florida? I can't remember. I know you've told me before. I'm looking at my stats here and tell you guys that, hey, we only need 47 more subscribers and we're going to have a drawing. Central Florida, okay. You got 4 banana popsicles? All right. See, I've got some right here. I'm just waiting to see if you got yours. Central Florida, huh, Kyle? So, how far is that from Pompano Beach? I've been to Pompano Beach when I was in the military. You ate the good ones? What's that, the cherry? I had a cherry one last night. I had to go get a bag of assorted flavors because they didn't have any banana. You're an hour from Orlando, so you don't know where Pompano Beach is? I don't remember now. It's been so long. It's been, shoot, a long time, 30 or 40 years. I think I got some cherry ones left. You want one, old man? Hey, Uncle, how you doing? Good to see you. I got a few people written down here on my piece of paper here for shout outs. These are probably some folks that you guys don't know. I want to tell you guys about Diggers Outdoors. I know most of you guys know Diggers Outdoors. He's having a giveaway. If you don't know Diggers Outdoors, you need to get over there and check out that giveaway he's doing. He has some pretty good content. He does live streams, same as I do. He just kind of lets the run the chat room, same as me. So, yeah, get over there and check out Diggers Outdoors. Get in on that giveaway. We're going to have a giveaway too, you guys. Probably, I don't know, looks like going to need like 43, 53, or I think it's 43 more. Let me look. I got that dark screen on mine. 7, yep, 47 more, you guys. 47 more. Okay, everybody, if you don't know each other, you know the drill. Support each other up and down the line. Make sure everybody gets covered. It's all about growth, you guys. Yeah, work on getting some music into this thing here over the next few days. So you guys won't have to just look at a clip. Hey, Farmal, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. How are you this evening? Pompano Beach is 3.5 hours from you. Yeah, I think it was, if I remember right, it was clear down on the tip of Florida. We went down there on leave from the Naval Air Station up there at Jacksonville. Did a good job on that link I told you about, Uncle. Good job. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Good to see you. Where's your truck parked at tonight? Oh, okay. Oh, really, old man? They're going to put one in for you? That's far out. Yeah, the beginning was just waiting, getting everything set up thing. Oh, you're in Phoenix. You're where the sun is warm. Got out of that snow, huh, Ryan? $59 there. That's not too bad. It's almost a heat wave. It's kind of hoping that Volunteer Outdoors would get in here. Show him what I got for the AR. Hey, Sue, good to see you. How you doing? Who's trying to, oh, your company's trying to get you to make some money so you can go on vacation? Still raining in California? It went right from fires to flooding just about, huh? How's Miss Sue tonight? Bradley Height, hey, how you doing? Great to see you. Good to see you pop your head in here. Make sure you guys are checking each other out, you new people in here. Make sure you get it supported. Do a little growth action on your channels. They say the one you have is too steep of an angle. Yeah, I think now they only let you put them up to like 30 degrees or 28 degrees or something like that. I'm doing pretty good, Sue. Thanks for asking. How's the weather in Eastern Washington? Good to see you, Digger. Yeah, I was just telling everybody about your drawing and telling them to get over there and check it out. He's got a couple of pair of Leatherman pliers for giveaway. And what he's got you doing is you enter to get the one pair, and the other pair you have to mention another channel to get the other set of pliers, Leatherman pliers. I've got to get that VR done or I'm going to miss out. I want them pliers. And make them sheath to go around those pliers, and then I'm going to put them in a giveaway. Pay it forward. You guys go check out Uncle Al's video. He's got a hyperlink in there finally. He's got it figured out. He's doing good over there. Now we need to get him up there on the subscriptions. I only got till 10 tomorrow night. I better do it tomorrow then, I guess. How you been, Frank? Good to see you. Oh, you only have 2 in there? Yeah, I saw the one that Red did for you. Matter of fact, I think I have him on my shout-out list here. If you guys don't know Red Life, you need to go over there and see that gentleman. It's REDLIFE, Red Life. He does outdoor stuff. I know most of you guys like outdoor stuff. Get over there and check him out. Red Life. All right, Bradley, we'll get over there and check it out, buddy. Thanks for letting us know. That sounds kind of cool, a spider web coin. You do a lot of pours, Bradley? I'm glad you're feeling all right after that surgery, Frank. Never heard of Laura Blade. What kind of channel does she have? Coin channel? Oh, you just started doing it? Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people are trying to attempt it these days. It might come in handy if shit ever hits the fan. What's everybody got lined up for the weekend? Well, you guys are talking a bunch tonight. Hey, how you doing there, Ray? Good to see you stopping in. All right. Always good to get the house to yourself for a change. That is a plus. All right, you guys, don't forget, if you don't know these folks, get up and down the line there and check them out. You always got to do the housework on your days off, too. It just kind of piles up, you know. I remember those days from when I was still working. Everything was just kind of like in slow motion all week, and then you had to hurry up and get everything done over the weekend. All right, old man. Finally got the little woman talked into putting some food back. Yes, good, good. You know, I was reading an article the other day that was saying that we might be going into another recession. Wouldn't hurt for everybody to be storing up on a few food preps anyway. You guys know if the stock market starts falling more and more, that's going to cause a recession. All over a wall. All right, next name on the list is Backwoods Law. I want you guys to go check him out. He comes in here quite often to my streams, but you know what? He needs some help growing, so I think that if you guys should get the chance to, get over there and check out Backwoods Law. He's a very knowledgeable young man, actually. He knows a lot about everything, and he's really down to earth. So if you guys haven't had the chance to go over and check that man out, go see Backwoods Law. Appreciate it. Hey, Virginia, what's up? Trying a different day out. How you doing? I've got all my days rigged in here except for two of them. I want to either do Fridays or Mondays. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, Backwood's a great guy, huh, Digger? He is. He's a pretty knowledgeable guy. I was pretty impressed. You know, most young folks don't know a whole lot yet. They think they do, but they don't. Just how I was when I was a kid. I remember. Uh-oh, wife got home. You're busted. Yeah, man, I got one. Don't want to open up, old man. This one must be yours. Yeah, you're in your 40s, aren't you, Digger? Actually start slowing down and kind of getting your shit together, I believe, when you're late 30s, early 40s. You're not that old, Digger. You can't be. You don't look old enough. Indeed, you guys, I'm ready for the shutdown to quit too. And keep it up till the folks that really need the food and stuff can't even get that. That's not right. What is that, Ryan? What do they call that from where you're at now? You're in Montana now, aren't you? At your home base now? Well, I'll tell you what, Digger, you run your age pretty good, buddy. You're looking pretty good for your age. I want some of that silver lining too, old man. Well, your sister's probably lucky, Kaylin, that she has other folks that live with her, is what I meant. To kind of defunk some of that shutdown BS. All right, Digger. Thanks for coming by, buddy. I really appreciate it. You be safe out there in that snow. You're funny, old man. Anybody else in the room being affected by the shutdown? Hey, Jason, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. You're affected, Virginia? Didn't you say one of your parents worked for the government? Except for the traffic. Well, you're going to find less traffic if they keep going too much farther, Ryan. Well, for now, so far, so good, Jason. If it stays shut down too much longer, they could even affect that. That's what I was reading anyway. Yeah, me too. I want to see how that happens out too, Sue. We've been talking about that around here, wondering if they'll even give out the refunds. Sunny Stormy, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome on in. How are you this evening? This evening? I know that it hasn't really affected me too much any at all here. Of course, I live out in the middle of nowhere in the United States, so and my senator has told Trump to leave his state alone. So we'll see if he listens very good. I'm doing good, Sonny. Thanks for asking. I'm trying to read here. Social Security is not one of the departments not shut down. Also, the IRS has been ordered to process returns. Is that what you're saying, Jason? I haven't heard anything about them doing the returns. I thought that was still up in the air. Feeling cramped here, guys. I've moved a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I haven't heard about that. Where'd you hear that at, Jason? Well, so far the Social Security has been coming through. I'm just talking about farther down the road if it continues, if the shutdown continues. Like Trump is saying. He's saying that he doesn't care if if it's shut down for a year. You know. I know it's money we work hard for, Sue. But I'm not really sure that they're really caring about that right now. All they're caring about is the wall. Yeah, I was reading somewhere. I'm not sure that according to a law office. Well, it's not for now for sure. I'm not going to say it will stay that way. So far, they've broken every rule in the book to get what they want, so. What are you trying to say, old man? Didn't all come out, bud. Well, I'm in the green still, so I'm hoping everything stays solid here. It's kind of weird that when I go live, because I'm on OBS, if I open up YouTube to run the chat box, if I don't close out YouTube and just leave the chat box open, that's when it starts lagging and stuff for you guys. So what I try to do is I try to either close out YouTube and just leave the chat box open, or I'll even go get on another computer or something, try to give you guys the best picture that you can get. You know, I mean, you guys are coming here to listen to everybody talk, so should get a fine picture for that. The Dems are partying it up. Well, it's not against the law to party. I've got my party days under my belt, but they're gone now. Oh, you're talking about the EBTs. Okay, old man. Yeah, I was watching TV on that, and it sounded like that might affect those folks. And that's what I was trying to allude to a little while ago, was that pretty soon the folks that really need to eat and rely on those EBT cards to eat food, keep alive, they may not be getting it pretty soon if it keeps drawing out much longer. Uncle Al's got it right down. He says throw poo at all parties. It's not just one party or the other party, you guys, that are doing this. It's both parties. You can't point fingers. That's what they want you to do. I guess you can point them if you're a follower and not a leader, I guess. Yeah, I can believe that, Jason, because you know what? I was the president of a fraternal organization for a long time, and they would send us all across the state I lived in to conferences and stuff to learn stuff, but all they really were just big parties for everybody to go and get together and drink their little butts off, you know. Yep, that's right. They have, you know. I mean, they have to get their shit together. Excuse my French, but I mean they're holding the American people hostage. I mean, if TSA, people like TSA and uh, the cops and the border patrol and whatever else is ran by the government, if they're being ordered to work without pay, I'd be calling in sick. That's the only way that they're gonna come to their senses. I mean, what if Trump's bodyguards were just to get up and go home and say, hey, I can't do this anymore, you know? I think things like that would actually wake them up. I agree with that, old man, for sure. I think actually they should not get their pay. I mean, they are keeping everybody else from getting paid. So why should they keep getting their checks, you know? Not like they need it or anything. Hey, Dave, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. How are you this evening? You live out in the boonies? Well, what do you mean? San Francisco and LA are getting paid? Are you talking about Social Security then? Oh, good. I'm glad you're good, Dave. Man, that cichlid war you had going on that one video, that was something. You must have had the camera right up to that glass. I agree with you. I don't believe any of the politicians should get paid until they settle the mess out. But you know what? We always say that, you guys. No matter what, we always say that. They shouldn't get paid. But you know what? They just turn around and they get paid anyway, you know? It just is not fair. I mean, if they're going to do this, make them shut down the darn government for themselves, too, you know? Oh, food stamps. Okay, Uncle. I wasn't quite understanding. But you know what? I really think that if more people called their congressmen and senators and whatnot, that seemed to work in the past. They got so much heat from their constituents that they didn't dare do whatever they were told to do. Yeah, the lobbyists probably will pay them. They have paid them for years. That's just the way it works. That's why I said even if you withheld their paychecks, which probably isn't as much as what the lobbyists pay them, you know. So, but if you took their money away that the American people were giving them, then you'd be passing along a message to them. Every way we can dig them back is a plus for us, because they expect us just to sit there and take it. You know, President Trump, he went right on television and told everybody, you know, that he was in for the long haul, you know. and that people will just make adjustments in their living to get through it, you know. Well, what happens to those guys? They need to get through it too. Take away their money. That seems to be what they're all about. I'm doing great, Sonny. Thanks for asking. Another thing, I want you guys, if you don't know all these people like Sonny and Frank and David's Fish Tanks, if you guys don't know all these guys, I want you to get over there and check them out. Give them a thumbs up and hit that little subscribe button. Not hard to do. I am totally in agreement there with you, Sue, on that. If they start cutting down on that, then I'm pretty sure that maybe President Trump would forget about his gorgeous, beautiful wall thing. I'm still under the impression that we don't need this big, beautiful wall anyway. That we are moving forward in technology, not backwards. That we need just to spend the money where it's due. Oh, you're a great supporter, Frank. You'll get around to it when and if you decide to, sir. Yeah, I was hoping Chris would be in, but he must be having problems. There you go, Kaylin. You got the right idea. Yes, sir. Walls are meant for holding up buildings. Yeah, you'll probably still get your pension, old man. I ain't so lucky. I don't have a pension to fall back on, but that'll be some good money, in hard times. Oh, you got snow, Uncle? I was using that phrase loosely, Ira. I was trying to be nice. Better watch it, Ira. You'll be having Uncle Al call you all kinds of names. Just kidding. Yeah, they were trying to make the VA privatized, but that didn't get very far. Yeah, 100 inches in the California mountains. That's up north, though, isn't it, Uncle? The mountains are up north. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the American people are sick and tired of being in day 27 of a shutdown. I mean, they don't realize it. The government don't realize it. It's the government employees right now that aren't working. But if it continues on, it will trickle down into the regular everyday life of everyday people. I didn't know they got it in the South Range, Uncle. That's pretty interesting to know. I thought it was hot, the South Range. Iowa. Iowa's got some problems this week too, Kalen. Senator King from Iowa's in a lot of problems. Hey, Bradley, welcome back. Cheers, brother. Well, maybe not one payment, Kalen. But if you get behind one payment, it's pretty hard to catch up, especially when it comes to mortgages. Yeah, I see both, Jason. I actually go to a VA doctor and a civilian doctor. VA can't do everything for me here. I live in a small town. I have to travel like 4 hours to get to a VA hospital, so they have just a clinic here where I live. But they have a huge hospital here, so. No way. Is that right, Kalen? I've never heard of a Medicaid doing that. You're talking about Maxine, Uncle? She's way out there for sure. Let's see. Let's get something new to look at. Try to get some new stuff on here today. See if I can get a newer picture up there. Takes a long time to put them together. Anybody that's done green screen knows that. Let's see. Speedway, we've done that one. Got a lot of them in here. Here's, try this one. Good old Maxine, yeah. She is quite the lady for sure. So you used to be a caregiver, didn't you, Kaylin? You know, I think what it basically comes down to on the privatized Medicaid and stuff, it depends on the kind of state that you live in. You say something you weren't supposed to, IRAZ? I suppose I should put a link in there for you guys in case you want to donate to the channel. Trying to save enough money up. I actually need another machine to hook up to my microphone, so I'm trying to save the money up for that. Yeah. I must have turned it off. I did. It might work. And then do a copy thing on there. And I always forget to do that because I don't like doing it, but everybody else does it. Oh, you're gonna get some more snow, Jason? So what? You don't do that anymore, Kaylin? Welcome back, Sue. So you got some snow, and now you're gonna get more. Is that what you're telling me, Jason? Hey, Thomas, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Everything's going great. How are you doing? Hey, Gray Man, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, I heard there is a big storm coming. Not just for the West Coast or East Coast, but it's coming across into our state, I heard. Well, you be safe out there, Jason. I already got you in my prayers. I don't know what else to do. You just better stay in that nice warm house. Hey, Sonny. I think we need to fix you up. Let me see if I can do it on this. Sometimes it'll let me, sometimes it won't. You try it like this. Come on. No, I done it. Oh yeah, I forgot about your van. Snow spikes. Yeah, I used to use those when I was hiking in the mountains, Kalen. Those come in pretty darn handy. There you go. There you go, old man. I like that idea. She'd just be pointing and saying, "You'll get yours, you pretty little thing, you." I'll get you, my pretty. Ah, ah. Oh, you got the ones where you could replace the spikes? Oh man, those are nice. That's what you need there, Jason, is you need a 4x4. Don't get one that's all time 4x4. Get one that you can shift on the go. Oh, you guys got about 3 inches, Sue? That's pretty unusual for your side of the mountain. You guys usually already have a good dump up there. Yep, Wicked Witch of the West. Oh man, that's tough, Bradley. I did the oil fields here in Nebraska back in the 70s. I worked here in Nebraska, down Colorado, over in Wyoming. I used to always hate going to Wyoming because the wind blew so hard in the wintertime that you just would get icicles on your beard. $3 chicken's a good deal, huh, Thomas? You must have went and had KFC, eh? Yeah, all-wheel drives are pretty nice, but they don't really get very good gas mileage. That's why I say get one that goes on the go, because then you can just flip it up, use it, get the heck out of the way of whatever you're in, and then flip it back down without ever having to get out of your car. Saves on the gas mileage too. Some people can't afford to go out to eat, Thomas. There I go again. Yeah. Yeah, that looks. There we go. So who else is being affected by the shutdown? And if you're not, what is your opinion on it? Pot roast. Oh, that does sound pretty good. What'd you do? Put it in the crock pot? Oh, it's not bothering anybody you know, Gray Man? Yeah, it might, but if it keeps going, I just have a bad feeling. If he goes long enough on this shutdown, my opinion now is I believe that it'll push us into a recession faster than what they're already predicting. Great mountain climber, what's that mean? Oh, you're talking about a car. Hunting fish, there you go. See, Ray knows how to go out to eat. I think they're already sweating, Gray Man. if you watch any part of the news, and I don't really watch too much of it, I'm doing other things and it's just kind of playing in the background. But I think some of them are already starting to sweat because the ones that weren't in the midterm election, they're coming up in 2020. So I think they're already probably starting to sweat. That's my opinion, of course. Right, you guys, don't forget, check everybody out if you don't know them. Yeah, they should be sweating, Frank. I agree. I mean, it's really not fair. I mean, the American people really didn't do anything, except do what the government wants them to do. We live a nice, straight life. But when it comes down to you or them, they usually throw the American people under the bus. Have you ever noticed that? I think Steve King's in a bunch of trouble. I heard that they were trying to get him kicked out of there, Kalen. If that's the case, they'll probably have to have a primary there to re-elect an official. You got that right, Sue. And they're probably going to just take the rangers and stuff out of the parks. But, most people that are actually outdoorsmen, not the goofy ones that think they are, but the people that are actually good at being outdoors, they could probably get in and out of there without ever being seen. I'm just saying. Yeah, they stripped him of all of his committees. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Was that Iowa's really becoming sort of like a well-known state just because of this one guy. You know what? I agree with that, Frank. I honestly think that they're getting those what do they call them, orange vests or yellow vests. They got them in France, but if they keep it up, if the government here keeps it up, I believe that they will actually start appearing here in the United States. You don't know that for sure, Gray Man. I blame both sides. I don't blame just the Democrats, and I don't blame the Republicans. It's both sides. Be fair. Yeah, they're called yellow vests. Yellow vests. But if it takes a good enough hold, they'll show up here. People here will adapt to that form of protesting. Yeah, no kidding, Thomas. We don't really need that wall. I don't really care. I don't hold my opinion back on that. I believe we need border security, but we don't need a physical wall. You're not supposed to go backwards in time. You're always supposed to move forward. So we have the technology, and we could take care of it, and we would be glad to get the funding. I'm sure that the funding would be there if they could all agree on a technological wall and not a physical wall. I mean, heck, we have so much technology. We could see them tunneling and all kinds of stuff. We got drones. There's things that we could be doing. We barrier. Oh, you're the one that wants the wall. I keep forgetting this. You know, we're supposed to be the land of the free, you know. A wall don't make you free. Who does? Off semi-automatic weapons illegal. Who's Bill S? Oh, you guys keep forgetting what he said. He said Mexico was going to pay for the wall, not the American people. Better start running back those tapes and watching what he says during his campaign. They have all kinds of money for the wall. I mean, just before Christmas, they all agreed on $1.6 billion. They agreed on that, and the president turned it down, you guys. Don't blame it on the Democrats or the Republicans. Blame it on the president that turned down the bill. Who's going to pay for it? Mexicans? Mexico? They've already said, 2 presidents from Mexico said they were not paying for that stinking wall. Hey, Lou, how you doing? Yeah, you know, they said that they could build walls in the trouble areas. And that's what we've always done in the past. They put up fences, but they didn't put up barriers. We don't need all those stinking barriers. But you know, it's all been approved. It was the president that threw the wrench in the mix, you know. Gray man, you just do this to upset me, don't you? Well, that's what they say, Frank, for sure. But you know, GMC said they were going to go out of the country to build their cars, and I know that we already have Ford Motor Company down in Mexico. But then he was just putting a tariff on our own companies. So here we are back to the original thing of Mexico's not paying for the wall. The United States is paying for the wall. I'm not going to try to upset you, Frank. I'm sorry. Apologize if I am. I just want the shutdown to be over with. The American people don't deserve to be held hostage. They didn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, you know, I thought about that, Gray Man. As a matter of fact, you know, all they talk about the unemployment rate, you know, and that would be a great thing. Roosevelt did something like that in his presidency. It's not Nancy and Chuck, Gray Man. Get off of it, okay? But because they already passed the gosh darn bill for the wall, you guys. But anyway, you know, put the American people to work building the wall would be a great idea, you know, but the wall doesn't have to go 2,000 miles. It's going to cost several $billion. You know, I just can't believe going backwards is the answer. I'm sorry. Yep, call your senators and congressmen, you guys. If you believe so hard, so much in what you're saying, pick up the phone and call your congressman. Well, yeah, you know why, Gray Man? Because the president says he won't sign anything unless the wall's in there. Now, that sounds to me like that is not negotiating in good faith. I don't care who you are. You have to negotiate in good faith to get something out of it. He's not even trying. He's not trying. Bullshit. He's not trying to talk. He's trying to hold the American people hostage to get his stinking wall. So all they have to do is just pass that one bill that already went through the House and the Senate, and everybody gets to go back to work, and he gets to start building on his wall. How hard is that? Yeah, well, tell me something like this: they've only caught 1,600 people going across the border illegally this year or last year alone. But in the airports, the Canadian border, all those other places, 6,000 something. So you're going to build a wall for 1,600 people? Be real. Hey, now we got it going. Old man's got the cure. He wants to put a minefield up there with bouncing Bettys. See, he's using technology. You don't keep them all out with a wall. Did you see that big, beautiful steel wall that they had built as a model? Somebody went in there and cut a big hole in the gaping side of it. It was steel. So the wall is not going to work. And we're never going to keep them all out anyway, so what's the big deal? You would rather that your kids and your kids' kids and your kids' kids' kids and your kids' 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 kids pay for that stinking wall, right? Yeah, I like that minefield idea. Yeah, he probably will, Gray Man. I don't think he will, because as soon as he does, then they will veto it. He doesn't have all the marbles. He just thinks he does. Someday, Lou, someday it works right now. It works like that right now, and they come right through the ports. They don't go around the ports. They come through them. It's the easiest way. That's why I said build a wall for what? They're coming in the ports. They're not coming through the other part. No one's coming through the other part. They're coming here for asylum. Tell you what, Gray Man, why don't you go down and live in Venezuela for about a month? Hey, how you doing, Gay? Good to see you. You came into a can of worms here, girl. We're talking about the shutdown. Not today. That was yesterday, sweetie. Well, maybe they need to have something there in place then, Gray Man, like the old man said. Let's put some minefield in there. All right, Sonny, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. I'll see you out there on the tube for sure, okay? I plan on being live again tomorrow night, so if you're not doing nothing, drop on by, okay? That's fine, Gay. You're here. We're talking about our big shutdown that we're having here in the United States. You been in the countries? What do you think of those countries, Gray Man? Did you live with the people, or were you just passing through as a military guy? Yeah, no shutdown in Australia. They have great food, yeah. They live with a world without rule of law, too. My sister went on a business trip to Brazil. And from the time she got off the plane until she got back on the plane, there was a guard with her at all times. That's a free country, huh? All day long, old man, all day long. I still believe in a technological wall is better than a physical wall. You know, I said this before, you know, and you could put I don't know what you call them, a pylon here and a pylon here, and you could run radio waves in between them. You know, we're that technological, and you could run rays between them. And if somebody went through it, they'd be gone. You know. You make good money down there, yeah. It all falls into the prepping category anyway, Gray Man. The politicians are making us prep. It's not a political channel. All right, Gray Man, you come up with the next topic then. While you're thinking about that, I have the next one on my list for shout-outs is M&M Prospecting. M&M Prospecting, he's a new channel out there. Him and his wife have a pretty good show. You guys should at least go and give give them a look. They haven't been around very long, but him and his wife work together. They are pretty good at finding gold. They sit there in front of the camera and they do contests of who can pan out the most gold in the amount of time that they're doing their video. That's the same with me, Gray Man. I spent my whole life outdoors. Well, that'd be great that they did that then, Frank. That's a great thing, because when my sister was down there a year ago, it wasn't like that. So I'm glad that happened. Hi, Ray. I agree. I agree that all the illegal people need to go and get legal. They can't get legal or don't want to get legal. They need to go. I agree with everybody on that. Yeah, Brazil has always been awesome. Used to be a tourist trap till all their wars started. Not just us having a bad time, you guys. You're gonna file papers before I come there? I agree. They should have the paperwork trail done for sure. Believe everyone that comes here legally should stay here because we are a nation of immigrants. But anybody not coming here legally, they need to be escorted back to their country of origin so that they can continue back legally. Oh, cool, Frank. I didn't know that. That's cool. Because I know when my sister was there, she had to be guarded. I guess I don't know. I really don't know much about the other countries. I just know what I read. I'm not a man of the world and traveled all over the place. I just know what I hear and what I read. So if I'm wrong, call me out. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, I know that when my sister was there, Frank, she was telling me that the president was even afraid to walk around in the streets. Absolutely. Amen, Thomas. And it sounds like you've traveled quite a bit, Gray Man. Yeah, they would have to find my guns. I'd probably take them out in the backyard and shove them under some dirt. Gun case and all. That way they're going to be taken care of. Well, I guess he's not going to be here. I was going to show him this thing here. I got this in the mail. Let me see if I can I can't do it blind. But I got this laser sight for my AR. I wanted to show it to Chris because Chris was the one that hooked me up with my AR. So I just kind of wanted to show him that I got the laser beam. Yeah, I know, Gray Man. They have the ground piercing X-ray technology. Mooney, is that right, Mooney? How you doing? Welcome to the channel, Mooney Magnet. So, are you a magnet fisher or what? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Could be money. I guess money, not Mooney. Money magnet. You know, I don't think they would look for them. You think they would do that, Gray Man? Actually come and look in the ground and everything? They might do that if they suspected you. Metal detectors can be fooled, yep. Yeah, I got it after a minute there, Money. So you must be, are you a magnet fisherman then? Oh, from the sky? They probably do have machines that big. I never thought about that. Probably just drive over and just grid the whole area, huh? Yeah, maybe those guys need to go to Gitmo, old man. We could make sure they ended up in the last part that you said. I think they need to go to Gitmo first. You know, I don't know about you guys, but you gotta give them your guns. I'd rather try to bury them first. I know they got the technology to find them, but maybe if you put them in some lead, they can't see through lead. Well, BB gun would be okay, probably. Just a regular BB gun. But if it was an airsoft, they would probably have a problem with airsoft. There you go, Lou. A couple of junk cars in the backyard, sure. That would really throw their stuff off, huh? How about that, Gray Man? Would that work? And see, we're starting to lag just a little bit, a little buffer action. Yep, I will not comply either, Frank. Bring them on over, Irate. There's more than enough room here. Yeah, it looks like I'm buffering. I just checked one of my other devices. Michael Bloomberg. You must be a New Yorker, huh? Hey, there you go. That's another good idea. Leave the door open for them at Gitmo, huh? You got a couple of junk cars in your front yard? That'd probably work too. Couple in the front, couple in the back. Put one along the side. They'd have a heyday, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Looks like we're still here. Yeah, we're still on. Hey, what time we getting to be? 7 minutes. Yeah, looks like it quit buffering now. Archery, yeah, archery would be a good alternative to a weapon for sure. I've been in a lot of live streams where they talked about getting yourself a bow of some sort or a crossbow. Yeah, if you had your bug out location outside the city, Lou, it'd be more simple to conceal those things. All right, Uncle, thanks. We're about out of here anyway. About 5 more minutes, you guys. Give you one more shot of this here. Or maybe. And we got Iron Mike on the phone. What do you want? We're live.
You're live.
You're live too, buddy.
Live from New York City, it's Iron Mike. Hello, CR. Hello, man. Hello, Uncle Al. How's everybody doing? Are you in there backwards now?
No, he's not here tonight.
Well, shit the man Fred. Can I say that on the air?
I guess it's too late now. All right, Frank.
I'll come over and bullshit with everybody. I didn't know you was live.
Oh, we're getting ready to get out of here, actually.
I'm gonna come over and flip him the bird.
All right, you do that then.
Bye.
Bye. Sound like you've been doing some wine, you guys. All right, you guys, I'll be on again tomorrow night. I'm going to be on at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, you guys. I'm trying to figure out the last day that I'm going to be live during the week. It's either going to be on a Friday evening or a Monday afternoon, so we'll be checking into it. Who's your daddy, Walker? All right, Gay, I'm out of here. You have a good time babysitting. Yeah, he likes his wine, Kyle. All right, you guys, I'm going to check out of here, but as soon as I stop, it takes a couple of minutes for it to kind of get sent over into the YouTube realm. So if you guys want to keep on talking for a few minutes, just feel more than happy to keep doing it because it's taking a minute to stop. Again, I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. See you then.